gonna build a snowman.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new series of Underneath the Tree, one of me Crafts Christmas craft series. In today's episode of our new series, we're going to be making a sock snowman. So the items we'll need are some elastic bands, sheet of felt or some fabric offcuts, ruler, paintbrush, pen, some pom-poms, some googly eyes, a couple of buttons, some soft toy filling and some PVA glue. It's an easy and low cost activity, and it's also a good one for our younger viewers as well. It's easy to do, it doesn't require that many tools, and also a lot of the materials you can easily find around the house or out and about the local supermarket. So without further ado, let's get started with our snowman. Now, first step to make our snowman is we'll need our sock. This is just a normal like ankle sock, adult size. In fact, this is in my size 11, big feet. Now, first thing you do is just take the sock and stretch it a couple of times. Give it a little bit of give the snowman a bit of height. And the next step is now we're going to stuff the sock with I use soft toy filling for mine, but when I was first taught how to do this at the mental health group a few years ago, we used rice. Unfortunately, that turned out to be rather expensive because you need quite a lot of bags of rice to fill out one snowman. But I found using this soft toy filling is A, cheaper, and B, also the snowman they're a lot lighter and they puff up nicely as well. So this is just a polyester soft toy filling which I bought from a local craft shop, and what we're going to do is we're going to put that into our sock like so. A little bit missing there. So just push that all the way down to the end of the sock, down to where your toes would normally be, and just give it a tug. And we'll just keep filling that up until it gets to, you need to fill the sock up until it gets to about, well, this one about here. You see this curve here? This is where the heel would normally be. So you fill it up to about here. Now, because this stuff usually comes out in large clumps when you take it out of the bag, it's best to put a little bit in at a time. We'll make our snowman as plump as possible. There's something very sort of festive about making snowmen and out in this white Christmas and making snowmen, or watching the film of the same name, the Snowman, with that song, Walking the Air with Ali Jones. I remember one Christmas, it was now for Toys R Us of all places. Yeah, if you were sort of born before the year 2000, you know exactly what I'm talking about in terms of. And they had a TV ad it was the year the Snowman film came out, with that song Walking in the Air. You normally find that on at least one or two of the Christmas CDs come out every year, or you get a chance to look it up on, go on the internet and go onto YouTube and look it up. It's a good film. It's a good film, very very Christmassy. But I think for me, one of my favourite Christmas movies growing up, and in fact it still is to this day. In fact, it's one called Santa Claus the Movie with Dudley Moore and John Lithgow. and it's actually got a very good song in it as well, called Christmas All Over the World by Sheena Easton. So she's a Scottish singer who also did the song from the James Bond film. I think it was For Your Eyes Only, came out the year I was born, in fact. But anyway, let's get back to making our snowman. That's coming along. Yeah, that's coming along nicely. So last of the stuffing down. That's coming along quite nicely. That's puffed up nicely. So we've got to right. So the next step is to get our elastic band. Well, better get two. We'll need a second one for this a little later in the video. So next step I'll just show you presently. Now the first step is to just tie off the top of the snowman here. So grab it like that, and then put the elastic band just to where the filling stops at the top, and just put the elastic bands around a couple of times. We'll do 3. Let's make sure it's nice and tight. There we are. Looks like a sack of Christmas presents, doesn't it? Tied up at the top there. But there is a so that will hold the snowman together, and then we take our second elastic band and we tie that around halfway. So as before, so double the elastic band over. And you see our snowman now has a head and has a, I can really see it, so if we move the camera up a bit, there we go. So our snowman's starting to take shape now. We've got the body, we've got the head, and now he's given a hat. Now there's 2 ways of doing this. One, you can just cut the top of this cut this bit off and just sew it or glue it together, or you can fold it down like so. Just give him a hat. So it doesn't, not to worry if there's any bits of filling out at the top. Just pull them out, or you can just cut off any bits of the filling that come out the top there. And just pull it down a little bit over the top of the head there. So still a little bit more coming out there, but not to worry. So just pull the bits of the any parts that come out like that. Right, so our snowman's got his hat. I'll just get rid of that excess. So now the next step will be to give him some eyes and put some buttons on his tummy and give him a nose. There we go. Right, so now it's time to give our snowman some decorations. So first of all we're going to put some buttons on his tummy. So we're going to use PVA glue. You could use fabric glue, or you could use a glue gun. But I would recommend for our younger viewers that they use the PVA glue, because it doesn't make much of it. It's nice and it's safe, and it doesn't make that much of them. It's not that messy. So, well, unfortunately, as I remember when I was a kid, getting kids and craft using this was a lot of mess. So this is the easiest way. So put the second button on there, just push it down, and just leave it for a few moments for the glue to set. Now while that's happening, we can also just give him some eyes and a nose, because it's always. So we take one of our googly eyes. You can buy these from any craft shop or any even the supermarket as well. You can buy these from. So I just want two. So I put one there. Same as before. Just put it on the snowman and just push it down, and just leave the glue to dry for a few moments. Yeah, but I'm using for this one. I'm using it's called tacky glue, which is a sort of it's a much stronger PVA than the sort of stuff normally have in school. It works the same way, but it's much stronger, which is much ideal. This is ideal for this kind of activity. So just putting some glue onto the nose. I'm going to give a pom-pom for a nose rather than the sort of traditional carrot for a nose. So also I think the red pom-pom is also similar to the way the snowman looked in the movie I mentioned earlier, the Snowman, or the what's the second one? There was a sequel, wasn't there, called the Snow Dog as well, which it's more. I think it looks better with the pom pom nose rather than the sort of carrot. So we're just going to give those. Well, just going to give that we're just going to put it to one side, let it dry, and while that's drying, we're going to start preparing. Give our snowman a scarf, because as the song goes, it's cold. Maybe it's cold outside, so we need to give him a hat and scarf so it doesn't get too cold. Right, so now it's time to give our snowman a scarf. Now I'm just using just a sheet of felt I had around the workshop, and you can either use felt, or you can use fabric offcuts. You can buy bags of fabric offcuts off the internet, or from a proper shop that deals with or sells such things. I mean, obviously down where we are here in our workshop, there was we used to have a proper shop that used to sell wool and fabric like that. So we used to have loads of them. In fact, I do remember when I was little, my gran used to spend quite a lot of time there buying wool for various things she knitted, and unfortunately there's not that many. Yeah, there's just not that many kind of shops around anymore. It is rather a shame, because the things you could find in there, like fabrics and wool and stuff, you can't find on the internet. You could spend hours looking on eBay for something unique like that, but there's something much nicer of just being able to go out on a trip to a shop like that and just find an odd piece of scrap, a scrap piece of fabric, which might be something with something it might be a bit of a pattern you may have even seen before, and that could give your project just that little bit extra wow factor to really make it pop. But never mind. So I think the glue's now dry. So we've cut our scarf. It's just a length of material off cut, which we're going to put around the snowman's neck to keep him warm. So with the scarf, we just wrap it around the neck like so. We'll go this way. So we're going to put one part of the scarf there. We'll put another part here, and then just a little bit of our PVA glue just to hold it down. So just a little bit here. And a little bit on here. And just fold it down like so. Let's let that dry for a moment, and we can add the last finishing touch. Will be the pom-pom on our snowman's hat on the top here. Now to glue the pom-poms to the hat, we just gather, just gather the top of the hat together like this. Then with a little bit of glue, so put a little bit of glue on top of the hat like so, like this, which we put lots on so it will stick. We get our other pom-pom. Where I'll put it? There it is. We'll just rest that on the top. And just leave it to, as before, just leave it to dry for a few moments. And so there we have it. We have our first sock snowman of the new Christmas season. There we go. Yeah, we have our first sock snowman. So if anyone asks you, do you want to build a snowman like in Frozen, you can say, yes we can, because we know how. Well, thanks for watching. That's all we've got time for at the moment. Hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, by all means have a look. Yeah, subscribe, and if you get a chance, have a look at season 1 of our series Underneath the Tree. There are loads of different Christmas decorations and stuff we covered in the last series, and also we'll be covering many other different types of decorations and wrappings and stuff in the new series. Also, don't forget, you can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Handles coming up at the end of the video. And also, don't forget, you can also follow us on Patreon as well. You can help us support our work in the community. And also, new for 2021, you can also join us on our new group on nextdoor.org. Just search Ronnie Me Crafts, ask to join, and we'll let you in, and you can shop and learn with us to your heart's content. And last but not least, for the grown-ups, you can also shop with us as well on our website, www.ronniemecrafts.com. Just click on online store, and you can check out our Christmas gifts. There's gifts, cards, wrapping, you name it, we've got it. So once again, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, stay crafty. Have a Merry Christmas. We'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.